Oh well, good afternoon everybody, welcome back to another upload of It's a Dyer Thing. Rob here, and before we go any further, don't forget to hit the subscription and the update, and this way you'll always be up to date on everything we do. So, wow, it is now 14 degrees here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which that makes it into Fahrenheit of something. I've never been really good in doing the conversion, something about adding 33%, carrying over the 1 and a Dewey Decimal Point or something, whatever. I'll put it up here anyways, there you go. So, today, what we're going to talk about, well, it's simple enough. It's the key from Yamaha that will cost you $3,000. What? So yeah, before I kind of get into super much details, we are now getting into fall season. As you can see, the colors are changing, the temperatures are dropping, the sun is going down faster. The season is coming to an end, right? And the pumpkins are out and everybody's having a lot of fun. What also happens a lot during the fall season is a lot of people start selling their bikes. So Yamaha, as some of you may or may not know, there are certain models out there that have an red colored key. Here, let me put it up. Bling, 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 red. So it is called the Immobilizer key, right? So there are still certain models out there that come standard from Yamaha with this red key, this Immobilizer key, right? So such as the MT10s are still coming with it, the FJRs, the Super Teneres, the R1s, and that is about it that is now left with the Immobilizer key. As newer models are coming out, it doesn't seem to be so much of an importance from Yamaha and or such a demand. So there are a lot of the tracers and all those kind of products out there that are not equipped with an Immobilizer key. That is a good and a bad thing. Bad thing, well, you know what, it kind of doesn't help when it comes to theft. But you know what, if somebody really wants the bike, they're going to take it anyways, regardless. But it does help because there are still a number of issues out there that arise from this Immobilizer key. Now, this Immobilizer key, the key itself is not that expensive, but the problem is the rest of it is. So it can cost up to $3,700 Canadian, and that's still a lot even if you convert it into US. And this is what I'm going to explain and why it is important for you never, ever, 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 ever to use it. Is the Immobilizer key, which is the training key, it's the chipped key, it's the programming key, whichever way you want to call it. It is very important, and we continue as we work in the industry that I hear still a lot of customers calling in and talking to certain divisions and departments on how they're very upset and how yeah, they're very frustrated in regards to the cost and why can't they not just get the key and get it cut and all that. So this is a programming key. It is a cut key designed for your motorcycle, and it has a chip in it, and it's a special chip that allows you to program all the other keys. Now, it's a red key, it's very distinct, you cannot make a mistake on it, and it comes with 2 other main keys on your motorcycle. So again, all these motorcycles that have an Immobilizer key will always have 2 other keys. Those are your main keys. Use those ones as much as you want. The red key, please, just please don't ever use it. It is there only to program a new key in case you need to replace your key. So put it away. If you have a bank security box or any kind of things like that, put it in there and don't touch it. Just leave it there. If not, then put it at home, put it in your sock drawer. Just don't take it out, don't use it, don't do anything with it, please. A lot of people think, oh, it's a cool key and I can kind of ride around with it and use it. But yeah, the bike will still work. There's not an issue with that. But the problem is if you lose it, you screw yourself, right? So again, don't use it, don't touch it. Even if you've lost your other keys, you've went through both keys and you're like, oh my god, I only have this one key left and I got to go over to the dealership and go get it. Well, that's fine. Go to the dealership, but leave your bike and leave the key at home. Don't do it with that stupid key. So why does this key cost so much? Well, this key costs so much due to the fact that it is connected to multiple products on your bike. One, the most expensive thing being the ECU, right? Without the ECU, there's no key. Without the key, there's no ECU. It communicates to each other saying that yes, this key or these keys that are cut to it with the chip programmed are for this ECU, which is for this motorcycle. So that's first and foremost already the biggest cost, and then you still got the other little components which are a pain in the ass that you would actually have to replace. So you'd still have to find a way to get your vehicle to a locksmith or to a garage or to the dealership, unless you want to do it yourself, but I'm sure it's not going to go over very well. But you'll still have to do a whole bunch of things. So you're going to have the ignition. You're going to have to replace the ignition. And certain models, there's a lot that you have to take apart in order to replace the ignition. And then there's special fasteners for that ignition. So it's going to cost you that. It's going to cost you the tools. It's going to cost you the time. Then you've got the fuel tank reservoir cap that you can also have to replace. And then you can have the seat clamp also that you're going to have to replace. So you got those three main components. That's time, that's labor, that's money, right? So it's not just the keys, but it's also that. That's why it turns out to be such an expensive product. So really, really, really important, and it still happens today that people call in and saying, oh, why can't I just get the red key and why can't I program it and so on and so forth, because I lost all my other keys, or I lost the red key and can I get it cut? Sorry, it's literally serialized, and not only that, but it is specifically programmed for that ECU in order to work properly. Now, this is another very important thing as we're getting into the used market, as you're getting into fall season buying, because there's a lot of really good deals out there that you can have. You just got to kind of really be cautious when you are buying these products, right? So if you're buying a used motorcycle, first and foremost, make sure that the red key is included in with the deal if the motorcycle is equipped with an immobilizer. Again, MT10s, R1s, Super Teneres, FJR13s, right? Well, I'm at my wing spot here, so this is King of Wings. So yeah, do make sure that the motorcycles that you are buying is equipped with the immobilizer, because it would be a pain in the butt for you to, oh wow, what happened? What's going on here? What's going on here? All right, anyways, it will be a pain in the butt for you to try and source out a key if it doesn't have it, because yeah, the two keys that you may have, or the one key that you may have with the bike when you got it, it will work on the bike and everything is fine. But just in case, if it happens to be that you lose either one or those two keys and you don't have the red programming key, you are SOL. You'll have to go out and buy a whole new immobilizer system, and that is what costs a lot of money. So anyways, that's just my peace of mind for you. Hopefully it helps. But again, yeah, that red key, don't ever leave home with it. Use these ones. I also personally carry two on me at all times, just in case if I'm out and about and running around and I accidentally lose a key or somebody takes a key or whatever, I will always have a backup key. So actually, you know what I do anytime I buy a bike or anything like that, I actually take the keys, even before I start taking it away from me, I will go and get another key cut. So I will actually always have multiple keys. So I got one at my sock drawer, I got my red key, which is stored away safely, and then I've always got my two other main keys. One I use all the time, the other one is always hidden on me, and this way you know, I'll never be stranded. So till next time, y'all be safe, have fun, be good, take care, and don't forget, keep it covered.